how's it going? Hi everyone! Welcome back to another video of mine. Today, I wanted to have a little chat about caregivers, yay! And how I use my regression without one, and maybe give you some tips if you also don't have a caregiver. The way that I describe a caregiver in regards to age regression is as such. A caregiver is a person who takes on the role of taking care of an age regressor while they are regressed. This can look different depending on the dynamic that was agreed upon, but it can take the form of a parental figure, a sibling figure, a babysitter, a friend, or just anyone who is responsible for looking after a regressor while they're in that vulnerable state. Yes. She's at my feet right now. Oh, you can't see her. First things first, I cannot emphasize this enough. You do not need a caregiver to be an age regressor. So, do not feel left out for not having one, and don't feel bad for not wanting one either. Caregivers can be a great addition to your regression, but they are not a requirement. And they are, for the most part, not a necessity. Of course, I'm not a medical professional or anything like that. I'm just a random girl on the internet, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Can I please film my video? Can I do that? Can you please give me this one thing? Really, the moment I click the button, that's when you jump at me. I don't know what's happening to her. I think she's just a little energetic this morning. Okay, filming this part for like the 100th time. As I was saying, there are circumstances in which a caregiver might be a necessity for you to have. For example, if you frequently involuntarily regress to the point where it has significant negative effects on your life, then I would highly recommend you seek help from medical professionals that may help you find coping skills that better suit you. There are also like medical caregivers that can be assigned to you if that comes to it, at least in the US. I don't know how it works in other countries. Otherwise, caregivers are not necessary to your regression, and that goes for everyone, especially for minors. Slight tangent. I am a frequent Reddit lurker, and the amount of posts I see on the age regression related subreddits where minors are seeking out caregivers is ridiculous. Sometimes they don't announce it outright, they'll heavily imply it and receive really weird comments, some of which don't get deleted. And later, I'll see a post from the same person talking about the creepy DMs they got from adults. The internet has proven time and time again that it is not a safe space for children, especially if you were a child who is also dealing with age regression. Age regression is vulnerable and personal, and it should not be tainted by creepy adults who frankly have too much time on their hands. I promise you, if you ever get a message from a random person asking to be your caregiver, they're lying to you and only want to taint your safe space. Block them immediately, just block. Tangent over. And now on to how I survived without a caregiver. Number one, this is more of a tip for others. If you are in a relationship with someone and you want them to be your caregiver, do not expect them to take on that responsibility. If they are curious and willing to learn and willing to participate, then that's awesome. But if they do not want to be a part of your regression, that is also okay. And for the most part, it does not mean they dislike you. It just means they aren't the right person for that role. Being a caregiver requires a lot of emotional responsibility, especially if your regression is related to trauma. It can be overwhelming for the carer. So if they express that they are not capable, do not force, coerce, or manipulate them into the role. It will end badly for both of you. I'm sure you would hate it if they tried to stop you from regression. No means no, and if they set a boundary, it's important to respect it. Number two, do not seek out caregivers. This goes to the point of caregivers not being a necessity. Please don't get into a relationship with someone with the hopes of them becoming your caregiver. And especially don't go online and ask people to be your caregiver. And even more, don't respond to people asking to be your caregiver. You are more than likely going to get your heart broken or taken advantage of. You should seek out someone who cares about you and understands you and loves all of you. And if they want to be your CG, they can jump into that role. Please don't. Oh my god. Please don't start. Oh my god. Ah! I'm really sorry, but this cat is being so unbearable right now. You have no idea how long I've been filming it's supposed to be a very short video, but she's being so annoying. Number 3, this one is more personal to me. I have never wanted one, so I don't feel left out. If I somehow find a partner and that partner offers to take on that role, then maybe I'll consider making them a part of my regression. Please stop. Number 4, when I regress, especially when it happens involuntarily, I don't want people around me. I want to be alone so I can work through my emotions. The only person that I really need in that moment is my therapist, because they're great at grounding me and know how to deal with me when I'm in that state. But I like being alone because I've always felt safer alone. So a caregiver is once again not necessary for me. Number 5, playing with other people feels really awkward. I hated playing with kids when I was a kid, so doing it with another person doesn't sound too appealing. I am a loner at heart, so. Number 6, I don't have a lot of control over my adult life. I'm disabled, and there are a lot of things that I can't do on my own, and I require constant help from my family. Regression is something that is mine, and it feels like the only part of me that I have control over, and I would like to keep it that way. Number 7, learn the difference between being alone and being lonely, and find ways to become more comfortable with being alone. There's this Healthline article that I really like that I will link in the description below. I'd really recommend you give it a read if you struggle with loneliness and need some more tips. Number 8, don't compare yourself to others. The first tip in the article is about comparison, but I will talk about it in the context of age regression. There are so many regressors and non-com people on Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok, and all over who share this glamorous point of view of life with their caregivers. They take these romanticized pictures and videos that can make you feel left out. This is not to hate on those people. I follow so many of them and love seeing how they live because I'm nosy. But I can also understand how easy it can be for someone to compare themselves and their regression to theirs and feel like they're missing out on not having a caregiver. It's easier said than done, but try not to let these posts get to you. You never know if these people are actually as happy as they're portraying. They only share the lovely parts of their lives. Don't compare how someone shares their regression to how you live yours. Regression is different for everyone. Don't feel as though you need to have this toy or this onesie or this pacifier or an entire playroom. Cater your regression to what works for you. That stuff is expensive. Dude, you don't need all that stuff for a coping mechanism where most of the stuff happens in your head. Those are all the tips that I have for today. Sorry about the cat just like being a distraction throughout this whole video. Actually, I'm saying sorry to myself because I'm gonna cut most of it out anyway. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that my tips were helpful. Again, I'm not like a professional in anything. It's a balloon. You wanna play with the balloon? D. 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 As I was saying, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful in some way. I'm not really great at giving people advice, so it's something that I'm trying out. So I hope that it was helpful. I don't know. These are the tips that I use, and they work for me personally, so maybe there's someone who is like me and they will also work for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.